for attending our live. And my name is Faisal Garcia, mortgage agent with Dominion Lending Center Mortgage House. All the details are on the slide on your screen. I will jump right into the presentation. Before we go in, live best practices, a few points that I've gathered over the number of years. A quiet place is ideal. Headphones are a great idea for easier understanding. Mobile phone, if you're watching this on a mobile, if you can silent mode it, it would help you stay focused. Best to avoid multitasking while you're watching, trying to do something on the phone. Usually takes away from what you're watching or listening to. Kindly stay present if you can, because sitting down really helps. Mortgage refinancing in Canada. So mortgage refinancing, this presentation should take anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes. It's general, but it covers everything you need to know as a client. And you can ask questions at the end of the presentation. Just write in the comments and I will respond at the end of the presentation. With that being said, the few ways to connect with us, call or text is best. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, website, and the new feature that we've had for the last couple of years, but it's been used quite often now, is the app. And you can download directly from faisalgarcia.com. As soon as you open the website on your phone, it's got both options, Apple Store and Google Play, and you can pick your phone and it just downloads and bingo. Today's topic, mortgage refinancing in Canada. So before we go into the details of it, I made a slide that sort of gives a little bit of a introduction. Mortgage refinancing is the process of paying off your current mortgage with the new one. Now the new one comes with different terms and conditions, of course, and in that while you're doing that, you can stay with the existing mortgage company or you can go with the new one. Refinancing can help you save money on your monthly payments, lower your interest rate, and help you pay off mortgage faster. In fact, not just mortgage, it helps you pay off your debt faster. Reasons for refinancing. Now, we all don't want to do refinancing because what it does is it adds more money on your mortgage, sometimes even longers the time that you'll pay the mortgage for and such. However, there are benefits to refinancing, and one of the big one is lowering total interest rate. If interest rates have gone down on your mortgage, sometimes paying off your refinancing your mortgage helps you. Number one. Number two, change in financial situation. If your financial situation has improved, you might be able to get a better deal on your mortgage by refinancing. So let's just say, for example, would be when you bought this home, you were self-employed and your income was not as much. Now you're 3 years past and now your income has increased drastically. Your credit score was not as good in the beginning. Now it is better. It will save you money by going from one company to another, or getting a mortgage reevaluated, refinanced, and it will save you funds. Of course, that saving means saving in interest, saving in time, and many more. So debt consolidation. Now, debt consolidation is a word that's kind of looked at it negatively. However, it does save you interest. The higher interest rate debt, like your credit card, your line of credit, sometimes your car loan, these are on higher interest rate than what the mortgage can offer. So that's another one. Home improvement. I've had clients where they wanted to move, sell, and buy another home just because they need an extra bedroom, or one bathroom is not enough and they need 1.5, or 1.5 is not enough, they need 2 bathrooms, things along those lines, like their in-laws don't have a place to stay when they come over, so on and so forth. And if you refinance and use the funds for home improvements, you don't have to move. It will help you stay where you are, because your life is sort of organized around that area. And it will also give you what you want in terms of the space in the home. People work from home. For example, I'm a prime example. I had to take my basement and turn it into a fully functional office, non-client facing, but a fully functional office where I could lock the door and be in my work zone. And I started this in 2018. Some of us started before COVID, some of us started during COVID because we had no choice, and some of us are realizing how transportation can add cost to your daily budget. And there's hybrid in jobs, so on and so forth. So basically, home improvement does help you, and refinancing can help you with those home improvements, because home improvements are not cheap. Changes in mortgage terms. You might want to change your mortgage terms, such as lengthen your mortgage or the type of mortgage you have. You can go from variable to fixed. You can go from fixed to variable, or the length of, like you've got when you bought the home, you had 25-year term. Now you can go for 3 years later, 5 years later. If you wanted to do 30, that would be technically adding 10 years on what you originally signed up for. So 5 years, but 5 has already gone. So 5 plus additional 5 from 25 to 30 makes 10 years. So yeah, sorry, it's in my head and I have to explain. If I don't, all of a sudden there will be a comment that says, how did 25 become 30? And that's 10 years. It's 5. But yeah, 25, if you've got past 5 years and you only have 20 years amortization left and you go for a 30 year, you're adding 30 years, which means 10 more years. Types of mortgage refinancing. Now, there are few types, and I'm just keeping it simple to 2. Traditional, which is just a full mortgage, and collateral, meaning you could this type of financing involves putting up your home as a collateral for the mortgage. You might be able to borrow more money than you would with a traditional mortgage. In future, if you qualify, but you'll have to pay a higher fee and interest rate and such. Like sometimes collaterals are higher costs and such, and there are registrations that are higher. I strongly suggest go traditional to my clients, and I lay them out that, hey, these are the benefits, pros and cons, and doing a presentation on that is well worth it, but it's a different topic, different day. I'm just giving you a quick snapshot. Advantages. Now, none of us want to do mortgage refinancing unless it is advantageous to us. Why would we do something that is not advantageous? Number one, lower monthly payments. What it does is it takes your payment that you're making on credit card, your car loan, your loan, your line of credit, and mortgage. Let's say you have 5 payments. It combines it into one payment, one simple payment. When you want it to come out. So weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you want. Semi-monthly, that's another option too, by the way. Lower interest rate. Of course, the debts outside the mortgage are on higher interest rate, 9 out of 10 times. And so it will lower your interest rate. Consolidation of higher interest rate debt, ability to access equity in your home, because that is savings you've built, and actually that's your growth of investment that you've done, and you're able to tap in, and change mortgage terms. You can go from variable to fixed to variable, however you want, long term to short term to long term. Disadvantages. Of course, there are pros and cons, and here's the cons. Closing costs and fees. Yes, there are fees involved. Increased debt. Yes, on the mortgage, not outside. So the total debt amount is the same. It's just different as to where it is. Higher interest rate with collateral charge mortgage, it's possible. Risk of losing your home if you can't make payments. Now that risk is anywhere. You have 300,000 mortgage, $1 million mortgage, 100,000 mortgage. You don't make the payments, you're risking your home to be lost. That is a universal risk if you own a home with a mortgage. That doesn't change. So really, it's closing costs and fees. Because collateral, you don't have to go. Increased debt, it's not really increased. It's just all put together. However, I'm laying it out in this way, so it's there. And finally, in conclusion, refinancing your mortgage in Canada can be a great way to save money on your monthly payments, potentially lowering your interest rate and accessing equity of your home, and make that equity work for you by saving money, saving time, giving you a little bit of freedom to have additional cash flow for things like sometimes vacations, sometimes gifts, treats, who knows. With that being said, however, it is important to be careful considering the advantages and disadvantages, and to work with a reputable lender or a mortgage broker, mortgage agent, however you want to say it. Mortgage broker and mortgage agent, there's not much of a difference there, except brokers have teams, agents work on their own to find the best deal for your financial situation. So that's the end of the presentation, and here's the last slide where I welcome you to connect with me. When you call, I'm the one who answers. 416-825-0142. I repeat, 416-825-0142. Call or text, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and website. Also, download the app. The app helps you figuring out numbers, whatever you want, without having to talk to anyone, if that's what you prefer. But if you do like to talk to someone, give me a call. I always answer the call. Whenever you call, you'll get me. Since 2020, when I lost the reception, I've been a one-man reception. I answer every call. And if I'm in the middle of meeting, I'll call you back, and I do, or I'll ask you to text and I text back, something of that sort. With that being said, thank you very much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence. And until next time, thank you.